Probate is the legal process that proves that the will is valid and that the executors are the right people to deal with the estate. So there is also a myth that if you've got a will, you don't need probate. It's not the case. It's not a question of whether or not you've got a will or not. It's more about what your assets are and whether any organisation requests probate to deal with the assets that you've got. Now, if the assets are all in joint names, they pass by survivorship and you don't need probate for those. But it's the assets in sole name that is more taken into account for that process. Now, if you haven't got a will, it's a similar process, but it's called letters of administration. So it's the same thing, and we tend to talk about probate to apply whether there's a will or not, but they are actually called two separate things. So probate is the actual document that proves that the executors are the right people to deal with it, and they're the ones that have the authority. But the estate administration is what the executors have to do in order to administer your estate. So the first things they're going to have to do is establish what your assets are, value those assets, and at that point then they can see whether or not they need to submit any inheritance tax forms. Once they've done that, then they can apply for probate or letters of administration. And once they've got that, that's not the end of the process, because then they have to close any bank accounts, sell or transfer any other assets, make sure all the debts and liabilities are paid for, and then once that has all been done, then they can distribute the remaining money as per the terms of the will or laws of intestacy.